So I want you guys to think about the heart like you think about the body, all right? In order to have a healthy life, you have to have a body that is fed, a body that has oxygen, a body that has healthy food, right? Water. But what if you're eating healthy, you're breathing, but you don't ever take a shower? What if you say, you know what, I don't need to take a shower because I did that last Ramadan. It's okay. I'm fine. Well, you're not going to be fine, and no one's going to want to sit next to you. And you're going to probably get very sick. Why? Because you have to keep cleaning the body. It's not enough to feed the body. It's not enough to breathe, but you have to maintain the cleanliness of the body, right? The heart is the same way. The heart has to be cleaned. How do we clean the heart, you think? Repentance. Istighfar. So part of our daily afkar needs to be istighfar, needs to be repentance. And then finally, imagine that you're breathing fine, you're eating fine, you're taking a shower, but after you take a shower, you go and roll around in the dirt. You know, like a kid, you got to get them all clean. You know, you put pretty bows on her hair and pretty dress, and then right after that, she goes and she plays in the mud. What's going to happen? You're going to get dirty again, right? So part of the process of taking care of the heart is not just oxygen, food, and cleaning, but protection. It's guarding the heart. How do we guard the heart? Well, here's how we guard the heart. Through the openings to the heart. What are the openings to the heart? The eyes, the ears, the tongue. The eyes, the ears, and the tongue. Those are the openings to the heart. Think of the heart like your sanctuary, like your home. Do you keep your windows and doors open at night, or do you close them? You close them, you lock them, and maybe you have a security system and a fence. And depending where you are in the world, there are some places in the world, everyone has an electric fence, like South Africa. So what is that? That's for protection, right? So your heart, think of your heart like your sanctuary, your home. You have to guard it. You have to protect it. You have to keep the doors closed. When you are not guarding your eyes, when you're not conscious of what you're looking at, it's like leaving your doors open at night. And now the robber comes in and he steals everything and he destroys your home. Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? Yours, because you left the door open. This is what we're doing, by the way, right now. Is we have completely abandoned the idea, the concept of ghadd al-basar, of lowering and guarding the eyes. And especially with now the social media culture. We have become so lax. We don't even think twice about what we're looking at. And I'm talking the whole spectrum, all the way from checking someone out on their profile pictures, to their Instagram photos, all the way to pornography. And there's a big spectrum in between, but we're not guarding our eyes. And when you're looking at someone of the opposite gender, or you're looking at something that you're not supposed to be looking at, you are pouring poison into your own heart. That is not protecting the heart. That is poisoning the heart. It's putting black spots on the heart. And then it puts black spots on the rest of your life. It will affect your relationships. If you're looking at the opposite gender as you shouldn't be looking, guess what's happening there in the unseen? I'll tell you what's happening in the unseen. Shaitan works with that glance and then beautifies what you're looking at in a way that it doesn't actually look. All right? So Shaitan will deceive you to make you believe that what you're looking at is more beautiful than it is, or more attractive than it is. So now all of a sudden, this thing that isn't halal for you looks better than what is halal for you. You understanding what I'm saying? So now this thing that is not halal for you, that you're looking at and you weren't supposed to be looking at, looks more attractive than your spouse. That's how shaitan works. But why did that happen? Because you weren't guarding your eyes. And so you opened yourself up to that. And so it puts this black spot not only in your heart, but in your relationships. You lose the barakah, you lose the blessing, you lose the protection, and it's all about the eyes. And like I said, this goes from all the way from looking at maybe someone who's completely wearing hijab, everything, but you're staring at them. Maybe you're staring at their photos online. You're not supposed to be doing that. That's not guarding the eyes. That's not ghadd al-basar. Ghadd al-basar, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded it in the Quran to men individually and then to women individually. That's how important it was. So guarding your eyes, and I said that's one side of the spectrum, and all the way to pornography and everything in between. What we're seeing on the screens, what we're seeing on billboards, what we're seeing on our phone, what we're seeing on our tablets, what we're seeing on our social media, what we're seeing on the internet. Have we stopped guarding our eyes? That is one of the biggest openings to poison that's going into our hearts. And it's one of the sources of poison for the heart. The ears, what you're listening to, also goes directly to the heart. What you use your tongue for. What are you talking about? What are you talking about all the time also goes into your heart. And so we have to guard the openings to the heart in order to have istiqamah